What is up, everybody? Skratch coming up with another Raid Shadow Legends video. I'm a bit late with this video, guys. I know it's a news video. I'm still gonna give you guys my thoughts on the new upcoming fusion, the Christmas fusion. I've been out, went to have a haircut, considering that I have the makeup on, and to do some Christmas shopping and stuff like that. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. I will be live on Twitch TV, opening some shards after the Brazil football game, because I'll be watching the World Cup. Definitely pretty into it recently. Brazil has been playing like crazy, so I'll be watching that. Then I'll be live on Twitch TV. The link will be in the pinned comment if you guys want to join me in. So basically, we have the new Christmas fusion, guys, starting on December the 15th. And it's going to be a fusion event. Considering that they are saying a fusion event and not a fragment event, this is going to be a classic fusion from what I understood so far. I'm going to read everything down all the way to the bottom. I don't think they're going to change anything in the text. It's going to be a Skinwalker's champion. Definitely something that's needed for the faction. We did got Mighty Uko recently from the same faction. I feel like it would be nice to get another one from this faction. You know, like they can definitely make some strong champions in here. Nice designs on them. And it's going to be an attack-based champion, Force Affinity. And yes, we do have a lot of attack champions in the game, right? We've prepared something special for the end of the year. A champion that will really come in handy in PvE content. Gnishak Verminlord has a unique ability to double the damage of his bomb debuffs, replace bomb debuffs with protected poison debuffs. That's actually pretty nice. You're going to have bombs, and then you're going to have a protected poison that cannot be removed and stuff like that. So that's actually interesting. They are almost trying to make bombs and poisons a bit relevant, even in arena maybe, even though they kind of said that they are prioritizing PvE content with this champion, you know. And what else we have? Poison debuffs and other really helpful things in his kit that make him the real Rat King. Rats, we're not talking about you. So let's take a closer look at the champion. They've actually prepared a bit of a small teaser on Facebook. Let's have a quick look at that as well. Hopefully it's not going to be too loud. Just let me check the volume here for you guys. Okay, it's fine, I hope. Hopefully it's not too loud. I was gonna say, that's not the champion. Who's that? Who's that champion? Or is that a new boss? Let me move my big head out of the screen as well. Sorry, guys. Oh, damn. That is the new fusion champion, ladies and gentlemen. You've seen it in action right there. And here we are. Gnishak Verminlord. The champion looks pretty nice. Looks interesting. Very nice design on the champion. He definitely looks like the Rat King. How I mentioned, attack, force affinity. On the A1, attacks 3 times at random. That's going to make him pretty strong for the Fire Knight dungeon. The only thing is the Fire Knight will need to take turns in order to make the most out of his skill for the bombs to explode. So that kind of puts him off in the Fire Knight, right? If it's good, but it's not good at the same time. It really depends what sort of strategy you're adapting to be the boss, you know? Each hit has a 40% chance of placing a bomb debuff for 2 turns. Debuffs placed by this skill on enemies whose max HP is equal or higher than a 200k will deal double damage. That sounds pretty interesting. It's not going to be relevant in arena because nobody really has 200k HP. So the bombs won't be dealing double damage there. Think about War Mother, right? She's doing double the damage from bombs. It's really not that powerful on it's really not that powerful in PvE. Okay, so just think about that. What's going to make this champion a bit more powerful is actually the other skill. So the A2 attacks all enemies, a 75% chance to land decrease attack for 2 turns. Also has a 75% chance of decreasing the detonation countdown of all bomb debuffs by 1 turn and increasing the duration of all poison debuffs by 1 turn. That's actually a pretty strong kit right here. Decrease attack, detonate bombs, increase the duration of poisons on the enemies. I will say you definitely need to book the champion to make the most out of his kit because it's so essential to have the extra chance to land the debuffs, the extra chance to detonate, to increase, to have the cooldown shorter, goes down to 3 turn cooldown. You will need 12 skill tomes in order to make the most out of this champion. Then we have the A3, attacks all enemies, and fully booked will have 100% chance to place 2 bomb debuffs on each target for 2 turns. Then grants an extra turn, so you can open with this skill, move over into the A2, and you're detonating the bombs down to a 1-turn cooldown. So when they're taking their turn, it's gonna be like boom. If this champion will have strong multipliers on the bombs, similar with Gaius or something like that, he's gonna be a beast in arena as well. I can already tell you that just because of the extra turn and everything, it could potentially work very nice against Stoneskin. We do have the polymorph blessing that can mess up these champions, unfortunately, and will deal double damage as well with these bombs. The passive, Rat Plague, every time a bomb debuff placed by this champion detonates or is removed, places 2 5% poison debuffs for 2 turns. These debuffs are protected. So protected kind of means like protected buffs. So this will be debuffs, they cannot be removed and stuff like that. And we have an increased ally attack in all battles by 30%. So this is going to be our Christmas fusion. It's definitely not really in theme with Christmas, in my opinion, even though it's a pretty nice champion. I just don't feel the vibe for Christmas, you know. It's kind of like not matching the holiday spirit, if you know what I mean. It looks like a pretty decent champion, a very interesting kit, very different from any other champion that we have in the game, which definitely puts him a bit higher than Pixniel. I feel like he's a better champion than Tatura too, as uniqueness. Tatura is a great champion for progression. I feel like this one is actually gonna be a bit more beneficial all around. He could be pretty nice against the Bommel boss as well. I feel like it's definitely a decent fusion, worth doing it. Hopefully it's not going to be too hard. Hopefully we're not going to be stuck on a summoning events, you know, kind of like blocking us and have to summon on both of them in order to do the fusion. Usually on Christmas they're cutting us some slack and they're making the fusion slightly easier than usual. Hopefully this is going to be the case this year as well. If no, keep in mind, this is the 2x on Sacreds right now. I know a lot of people are very tempted to open shards, considering that we do have the 10x event for Harima, which is another very strong champion. And we do have the event for Tatura, which, yeah, if you open some Sacreds, you're going to get pretty close to it. Then if you do some champion training tournament, event, points, whatever, you're going to be able to get down to it as well by just going on the middle path once you collect the keys, you know. And yeah, if you're just planning to do it with shards, this is a very expensive guaranteed champion, you know, if we're putting it like that with sacred shards. So it's definitely not really worth it to just open shards to get Tatura, unless you're a whale and you're a Pokemon collector. If no, yes, Tatura is a great champion, but not that amazing to be worth it. 20 plus sacreds opened, you know. How I mentioned, I do think the fusion is pretty nice, guys. A pretty interesting champion. I do want to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know, what do you think? Are you a fan of the champion? Are you planning to go for the fusion or not really? Appreciate all of you guys watching. Much love, and I'll catch you all soon in the next video. Peace.